Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. We are back on Rival Stars Horse Racing. And I gotta warn you in advance, today's video, just over 1 hour, we are going to do a lot of my least favorite kind of racing. And that is cross-country racing. Yes, there's TJ, yes, there's Kay Silver Arm. And we are going to be doing a ton of cross-country racing. Much to my chagrin, I don't really like cross-country racing, but we're going to be doing it because there are some achievements, and I've got to train up one of my horses. We're going to sell a couple of horses. We're going to buy a horse that you may not see. I did buy a horse after I stopped recording, so I'll tell you now, I did that with a specific plan in mind. We'll see next episode if that really works or not. All right. Kay Swiftwater says plays fifth or better, or sorry, silver or better on course 5 at our home track, Turning Leaf Stables. So we're going to get Artisan Illusion out and see how we do. I think we've already finished this one with a gold medal, so I'm not really worried about accomplishing it just yet. Just remember, you can't start accelerating until after like a millisecond or so after it says go. Otherwise, if you hold that button down prior to that, in theory your horse might not go anywhere. Alright, over the first jump. Also got to be careful cutting the corners on this one. You see me run into invisible walls before. There's going to be at least one race where we run into the invisible wall, so keep that in mind. Over the third set of jumps. And I just don't find this kind of racing that compelling, at least for now. I also don't find it plausible that a horse that you've been training to race on a flat track suddenly will become really good at not sort of racing on a hilly track with jumps. That being said, I do think there are instances of former racehorses, not great ones, because those horses go on to stud. All they do is have children for a living. But there are instances of horses going to different events after their flat track racing career is over. So I'm not saying this is totally unbelievable. I'm just saying I find it somewhat unbelievable that, you know, your horses in this game, in theory, can race in 3 different kinds of races. You wouldn't want that as a trainer. You would want the horse practicing for the one kind of race that's going to make it the most money. That being said, that horse we just raced is a mostly non flat track racing horse. So Francis and Silver Arm are getting all excited about something to do with Sweden. We've got to win 11,000 more gold from cross-country races. Well, why don't we just enter course 6, which is 23,000 gold, and salt that away. And as you can see by the times here, Caffeine Tsunami's not going to do very well at this. And I'm going to enter this race without even training up his jump and agility because... or her jump and agility, pardon me, because I'm that kind of guy. I want to see if it makes a difference or not. Now, it probably does make a difference in your final time, and it's going to make a difference here that we'll talk about, but I was like, is my horse going to biff one of the jumps because I never trained it in jumping? The answer is probably not. All right, so off we go. My only horse that can compete in this race. Caffeine Tsunami. Plenty of speed. Plenty of sprint. Plenty of acceleration. Not much of anything else. Right here, we're going to miss the third gate. Didn't have the agility to turn. So that's where not training that stuff up will come back to bite you. It's a 20-second time penalty for skipping the gate. So we're going to get 20 seconds at the end of our time, no matter how fast or slow we finish. Tight turn here. I was hoping the gate wasn't too close, and it wasn't. I don't care that they're skinny. This is also sort of a tight turn. If you have poor agility, like my horse, and I had to slow down there to make this gate. So I definitely need to train up the agility. But here's the finish line, not terrible. And so we would have just missed the gold if we didn't get the penalty. So I think if we train up those last two skills, we can definitely get a gold with Caffeine Tsunami on course 6. Or maybe I'm just going to immediately race it again. And remember not to skip a gate. Because I think we would have easily gotten it if we didn't miss the gate. All right. Off we go. Eventually. And again, if people are actually paying to watch this kind of event, I would be astonished. And if it was actually televised in the United States, maybe on ESPN8 it would be, but I don't think I've ever seen this kind of event televised. Although, quite frankly, I didn't look for it, and I'm not counting, like, I can't remember the name of the channel, but there's like a online horse racing channel or whatever. So obviously, I'm not talking about that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm sure at some point it has been televised. I just can't imagine recently. But they televise all sorts of terrible sports. So anyway, we did it under the 1 minute, 2 second time limit without training our horse up. So there you go. As you can see, we're in place 334 globally. So now you can say you know someone who's in the top 335 horse racers at this pixelated racetrack. Yes. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying. The video stopped playing, and I didn't realize it, so I was just blabbering. Anyway. Train a horse to level 8, agility and jump. Well, we can do that. We've got a horse that needs that training. Caffeine Tsunami. Get trained up. I'm sure some of my viewers are enjoying the World Cup. I don't care about soccer. I'll be the one guy who says it. Who cares? Who cares about the World Cup? Although the visitors to the World Cup, if they're in Kansas City, are getting a dose of tornado weather today. That'll be exciting. And I say who cares about the World Cup as someone who played semi-competitive soccer in college. Not Division I. It's a Division I school, but it was a club level sport. They didn't have a Division I soccer team. So, played at that level, scored goals. It's a boring ass sport to watch. Boring. When I was in the military, we had a soccer team I didn't even bother trying to play. And that was a year after I got out of playing in college. So that will let you know what I really feel about soccer. I was just like, whatever. I got other shit to do. All right. Sorry if you love soccer. But it is what it is. All right. Let's finish training up the horse. I don't think I raced another race in there, did I? I was just trying to get the achievement, maybe. All right. Now we're all trained up, and you can see how absolutely mediocre Caffeine Tsunami is. I think the right phrase might be terribly mediocre. As we collect another payout. And so, again, you would think I would learn my lesson from this game. It said, oh, you got to breed a level 3 horse. And we just failed to do that like the entire last episode. But I'm going to try again and fail again. Because obviously I'm not smart enough to understand what's going on. So, at some point we'll do that today. All right, gold or better, we've already done that. Now that we trained up Caffeine Tsunami, it should be easy, terribly easy for us to do this. You'll see the much better turning. Asterisk, maybe. Here at Turning Leaf Stables, which, again, I'm sure setting it up is pretty easy because they just dig a couple holes and stick this fence post in the ground, but I just can't imagine people pay money to watch this. I can't. Alright, there's one group of fans. They paid $2 to get in. That's the VIP tent. Those people pay $5. Another VIP tent. Horse racing attracts rich people. Let's face it. Horses cost a lot of money. A horse is like a boat, but with legs. Meaning a boat is just a hole in the water you throw money into. A horse is basically a boat on legs. Alright, there's the Ultra VIP tent. That's $10. They get a champagne toast in between each race. And a little caviar on toast points. Over the last barricade, under a minute. Gold medal for Kaz. Alright, look at that. We're in the top 300 now. Alright, let's go collect from K Silver Arm. What a smarmy expression. Oh God, we're going to Switzerland. Is this a bad time to mention I get motion sickness on airplanes? Oh yes, Stables Monthly. What about Only Stables? I want Only Stables to sign my horse to a contract. Might have to get that wide-angle lens. All right, let's go fall for this stupid breed of horse of 3 stars or better, which isn't going to work, but we're going to do it anyway because I'm an idiot. We've got some horses that we can breed. So let's breed one. All right. Nope, I don't want to breed Caffeine Tsunami. Base stats are terrible. Bite. Am I really going to do this breeding? God, that's terrible. Why would I do that? Oh, just because it's a 2-star horse. Alright, let's do it. And you can see that our horse breeding was almost a total failure. The horse can walk, but yeah. And let's see what name I chose for this horse, because yep, there's some incredible names here. Kilt Opera. Raspberry Orange. Yes, that is a great name. I should have picked that one. We're going to go with Spring Rockfish. Nothing says a horse like Spring Rockfish. All right. Well, I got news for you, folks. I'm going to do two things. Number one, I am going to buy a carer for the baby horses, or the colts, or whatever you want to call them, fillies and colts, so we no longer have to care for them. But also, I got screwed again. No award. So I'm not very happy about that. So I've given up on making Sophie happy, because for whatever reason, this isn't good enough. It's a 2-star horse, but I can't get the achievement. So instead of selling the foal right away, are we going to sell the foal right away? I mean, it doesn't look very good. Maybe I should sell it. All right. We're going to go over here and hire a caretaker. And we'll hire Saeed Nair, who's listed as an expert. Even in my retirement, I'll give your foals the same professional, blah, 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 love and care that I gave them when I was working for a living. Let's sell a horse, everybody, to make some room. How about we sell... How about we sell Dignified Constellation? Very low ceiling. And terrible sell value. All right, out you go. All right, now we can promote this horse to a stallion. Spring Rockfish. Yep. I hate to say it, but Spring Rockfish, you don't look very impressive. Nope. I'm not convinced that this was a good breeding thing. So, and of course I didn't get the achievement. Thanks a lot, Sophie. You bitch. All right, let's collect a payout here. Of course I can't upgrade anything, so I need to get to prestige level 6. Is this horse even any good? Alright, 56 speed. Bagel Burn is a level below and is quicker. So, and we still got to train up and race Alien Adam. I know that's a bizarre name for a horse. It's the name we gave it. Or the name the game gave it, sort of. That's a Cella Francois, and it can go to level 15. Which is something only Caffeine Tsunami has been able to do. So maybe this is the horse that I need to spend my time, sometime, training up. So that is exactly what we're going to do. To see if this horse is any good. And I know you're saying, wouldn't it be great if you knew the max level of the stats before you spent all the time and money training up a horse. And I would agree it would be nice to know. But you don't get to find out. You unlock it, like you unlock the gain and everything by paying for it. So I am willing to spend the money to see what the horse can be and then decide if I want to keep it or not. Looks like we didn't have enough sprint to make it from one gate to the next. We also don't have enough right here. We're slowing down. But that allows us to line up the next gate perfectly. Over we go. The time to beat is 1 minute 10 seconds. Right now we're about 53 seconds, 52 seconds. Going over that gate. Here's the finish line. So we're going to beat this with plenty of time. Just over a minute. There we go. All right. Good job. Again, we're in the top 300. Worldwide. Oh boy. All right, we leveled up. Go collect the payout here, and then we'll go into the training barn and train up Alien Adam. Who I'll just say now, I think is going to be a pretty good horse. I'm just fathoming a guess that this horse is going to be pretty good. And that's relative to the other horse in our stable. Not like worldwide good. Train them all the way up to level 4. All right, one more, and I think we should be good. All right, back to the racetrack. Cross country race number 2. All right, the turf type is not a match, or the firmness or whatever is not a match. Track surface is very soft and red, so this horse probably likes a firm surface. Anyway. Sorry, I'm watching Storm Chasing over the shoulder of my computer screen, and I'm just seeing people doing idiotic shit chasing tornadoes. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Over the first gate. Oh, this is the uphill one. I forgot about that. Second gate. Downhill and a little bit of a corner here. And up and over. We hit the wall there. Over the fourth gate. And I think there's a turn and maybe 2 more gates. Oh, alright. Thought they were grouped for some reason. And then 2 more gates. And then maybe a straightaway, a turn, and... Oh, alright. Never mind. I'm thinking of another course on that. Alright, there we go. Another gold medal. And a little bit of money. And now we can go up to level 7. So let's do a bunch of training. I wonder if anybody here for the World Cup signed up to ride in the Storm Chaser vehicle. You know, everybody's all gaga over some dude named Freddie on Twitter. It's just like, come on, man. Show me somebody who's really taking a risk out there. Somebody from a land where they don't get any tornadoes whatsoever who signed up to go storm chasing, and there's a shitload of tornadoes. Alright. All trained up to level 7 for Alien Adam. And looking at the stats real quick, we may be able to obsolete Artisan Illusion when this horse is trained up. Which would be really interesting because that's a 2-star horse and we are a 3-star horse. Oh my god, I just realized something. Maybe I've been interpreting the numbers the wrong way. Maybe a 1-star horse is the worst, and a 3-star horse is the best. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That's why I haven't been able to get the breeding thing. I literally just thought about that. That's why our 1-star horse can only go to level 5. I'm such an idiot. Alright, folks, don't worry. We figured it out. Alright. Here we go. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. That makes sense. I wonder if there's a level above 3. Alright, over some more gates. Oh my god. I'm never gonna live this down. I was so dumb. I thought 3 was bad and 1 was good. Holy shit, I'm an idiot. Alright, the last gate coming right up. Over we go. And raise your hand if you're sure that we got a gold medal. Some dude is on a combine in the middle of the storm weather. That seems like a bad idea. There's literally a tornado. You can see the cone. In Spearville, Kansas. Alright. Well, now that I realize what a moron I am, let's finish training up our horse. And I'm not saying that my interpretation is correct this time either. Oh, shit. It just makes sense, though, you know? This is a 3-star horse can train to level 15. 2-star horses train to level 10. 1-star horses train to level 5. It makes sense. Why I just figured that out now, after 7 episodes, I have no idea. Alright. Course 4. Alien Adam, get out there. Oh my god. I am dumbfounded at my own stupidity. I don't know. If you unsubscribe because I'm dumb, I won't feel bad. Alright, off we go. Over the first jump. I think I like this one. This is kind of like mostly leisurely. A lot of jumping. Not a lot of weird maneuvers. over a couple lobster pots. That's what those look like. Alright, here's one tight turn a little bit. It's like an S curve. Alright, over that barricade. Can our sprint meter make it? Yes, it can. Here's another tight turn around this farmhouse. And the finish. Over we go, under a minute. And another gold medal. All right. We can train our horse up even more. We don't have any money at all. Oh, Alien Adam, great jumping ability. Pretty much really good at that cross-country discipline because of the jumping ability. So we'll definitely have to keep that in mind. 82 on the jumping ability. I think he may have rendered at least one of my other horses obsolete. I forgot which course I had already done. Let's try 5 with Alien Adam. See if we can knock that out. And then on to course 6. And all will be right with the world. Alright, over the first jump. By the way, I think a majority of these jumps are just put into place the day of the race. If that's not self-evident. Like I think the wall in the beginning, I think that's just like a facade built around a wooden framework that they build with like those plants that go by the outside your window or whatever. Put some of those in there. Like tell your wife to bring in some of those plants she has outside the window. We need them for the jumps. That's what's going on. The rest of them are just wood. Alright, we had to break there. Here we're going to run into the invisible wall, which totally brings our horse to a screeching halt. Alright, we need to finish in under 10 seconds. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Another gold medal, although not really a great one. And finally, a little bit of pay. Now able to train up to level 11 asterisk, but our facilities will only let us train to level 10. All right, well, we got this far. Let's try course 6 with Alien Adam. All right, off we go. tight turn here. Didn't want to run out of sprint meter, hit the wall, so we do a little bit of non-sprinting. I think if the horse had good enough agility, you could just lay on the sprint button all the way through. That being said, I don't think I have any horses I can do that with. They don't have enough sprint meter, or it degrades too quickly to keep on the button like that. So you're going to have to pick your spots that you really want to accelerate in. And I suggest these straight line areas is what you should save it for if you have that choice to make. All right, there in front of the cameraman on the Ocho, we get a gold medal there and end up under 300 worldwide, allegedly. All right, level 13. It's one away from the max. But we have to do some other stuff. And now that I know it's been holding me back, we might be able to address that next episode. But yeah, why don't we do some other races to, A, number one, earn some money, and B, see if we can try to advance so we can train up Alien Atom and Caffeine Tsunami a little bit higher. Just something I thought about. This whole time I've been trying to breed a one-star horse. How dumb am I?
They're ready to go at Parsons
Good
Valley.
grief.
Alien Atom hoping for an upset. Gates crash back. Commander Paradise jumped away brilliantly. Minimum Creature going with them. Commander Paradise maintaining the prime spot. Head and head with Alien Atom. Ruby's Category in 8th spot. Muffin Tsunami pushing hard. Counting down the course, it's Minimum Creature. Alien Atom in 2nd position. Just behind, it's Dream Blur. 500 to race, it's Alien Atom. And here comes Ruby's Category. Just ahead of Prince Bingo. And then it's Minimum Creature. Alien Atom once again in the front spot. Prince Bingo in 2nd, putting up a challenge to Ruby's Category. On their back is Triumphant Shimmer. Alien Atom still piloting the field. Prince Bingo in 2nd spot. 1 length away, it's Ruby's Category. Alien Atom still in the lead. Dream Blur is coming home with a rush. At the top of the straight, it's Alien Atom. Triumphant Shimmer driving for home on the outside.
All right, big win, 16K into the bank. Let's go look at our daily goals here. Compete in 6 races against Richard Calthorpe. Oh boy, all right. New track. Hard surface. Well, Caffeine Tsunami likes the length. So we're going to place that bet. That reminds me, I bet on some horse racing earlier. Did I win anything?
Waiting for the start at Parsons Valley. High hopes for the favourite, Caffeine Tsunami.
Nope. I didn't win anything. I did like a 10 ticket quick pick on some kind of 8 race thing at Churchill
Off and
Downs.
running, and the
That
favourite
didn't
is
work.
driving the pace right from the go.
For those of you in
Aardvark Act breaking in.
Canada,
At the
I
half
have
mile,
a
it's
pick
Caffeine
3,
Tsunami, followed
for the
by
Mohawk
Junior's
Stakes.
Brawn. Sparring with
I
Waffle
went
Visitor.
2 and
Next
3 in the
it's
first
Trombone
race, 3
Tsunami.
solo in the second
The race
race.
continues with
3 and
Caffeine
5 in the
Tsunami.
third race.
Juniors Brawn wants the front.
We'll see if that
Juniors
hits.
Brawn
I don't
is
have any
coming with a
expectation
huge run.
for
Neck
it's
and
all
neck
chalk.
with Aardvark's Act.
It very rarely goes
Caffeine
all chalk.
Tsunami in first spot. Juniors Brawn in second
I'm
place.
talking over a race.
Dolphin
Sorry.
Despair travelling on the fence from Aardvark's Act. Caffeine Tsunami still in the first position. Juniors Brawn wants the front. Next it's Dolphin Despair. They run for the money. Juniors Brawn in second place. Just behind it's Waffle Visitor. Caffeine Tsunami keeping the lead. Juniors Brawn is coming home from the clouds. Caffeine Tsunami secures a great win. Just holds on. Juniors Brawn. Dolphin Despair gets the third place.
All right. Sorry about talking over the race there. We won that. Big comeback right there in the final furlong or so. We'll go collect a payout here from the homestead as I change my controller batteries. So let me tell you about this thing. They're like, hey, on Tuesday, they're like, hey, by the way, on Thursday, we're going to fumigate your apartment complex for roaches. So everything has to be out of all the cabinets. The kitchen and the bathroom have to be totally clean. And everything in all the rooms needs to be in the center of the room in garbage bags. Nothing against the walls. So literally, it looks like I just moved in here because everything is in garbage bags and containers in the middle of the room, except for my Xbox. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right. We're just going to roll out with Caffeine Tsunami again and bet the max. And hopefully we can win this race and move on to the next one.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Caffeine Tsunami looking to make bookies unhappy. Stand by, and they're racing. Right up there early is Today's Cargo. Joyful Official, also off to a good start. Duck's Decadence in first place. Vacuum Universe in second spot. Calamity's Cabbage gathering momentum. Caffeine Tsunami in seventh place. Then Joyful Official. Trying to keep off Today's Cargo. Still going, it's Vacuum Universe. Travelling underneath horses is Duck's Decadence. Calamity's Cabbage. Next, Caffeine Tsunami in second position. Vacuum Universe holds the lead. Caffeine Tsunami overtaking now. A length behind, it's Duck's Decadence. Just in front of Calamity's Cabbage. Grappling with Joyful Official. Vacuum Universe still in first place. Caffeine Tsunami in second position. One length behind, it's Duck's Decadence. Caffeine Tsunami at the front. Vacuum Universe in second. Joyful Official next. In the straight, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Caffeine Tsunami salutes first. Vacuum Universe second. Third at the line, Joyful Official.
All right, we came out on top, barely beating Vacuum Universe, which would be a fantastic name for a used vacuum cleaner store. Or maybe someone who has an OnlyFans account or Only Stables account. But anyway, all right, on to race 3. The odds are getting worse. Oh, pardon me, race 2. The odds are getting worse. Let's see what happens.
Excitement building here at Parsons Valley. Punters hoping for a comfortable win for the favourite, Caffeine Tsunami. Racing. Full flattery. Shows great natural pace. Joker's Echo is also in the firing line. Continuing around the track, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Ephemeral Daffodil in second. Heads up and down with Joker's Echo. Just behind, it's Blossom Bassoon. Go Mount leading. Joker's Echo with a magnificent run. Creative Chorus pushing past horses. Ephemeral Daffodil charging through. Go Mount running for fun. Caffeine Tsunami needs to get into a better place. A length away it's Ephemeral Daffodil. Goes Mount in the lead. Caffeine Tsunami in second spot. 1 length away it's Ephemeral Daffodil. Goes Mount dictating the pace. Caffeine Tsunami wants the front. Up against Muffin Mirror. Goes Mount holding the lead. Goes Mount is flying home from nowhere. Muffin Mirror with a withering run. Goes Mount wins the race, gets the money. Just scoring from Mind Minutes. Caffeine Tsunami in third.
Well, we finished third. Maybe if I had done the last part better, we wouldn't have finished third, but I don't think I should keep trying this. I think we need to do other stuff. I don't think I have a skilled enough horse. So let's do the Bancroft Cup instead, because it's a seasonal course that's coming to the end. Let's try with Alien Atom.
They're ready to go at Parsons Valley. Alien Atom hoping to put in a good showing today. The field is away. A great start from Minimum Creature. Alien Atom is also in the run. Alien Atom is the front runner. Travelling on the rails, it's Commander Paradise. Just has a margin over Minimum Creature. And then it's Plum Cassock, trying not to be outstripped by Muffin Tsunami. Then as the race moves on, it's Ruby's category. Commander Paradise wants the front, pushing hard in front of Prince Bingo. A length behind, it's Muffin Tsunami. Alien Atom, the leader. Commander Paradise moving up the field. 3 lengths behind, it's Prince Bingo. On their back is Minimum Creature. The race continues with Alien Atom. Prince Bingo on the rails. 3 lengths behind, it's Commander Paradise. Alien Atom once again in the front spot. Prince Bingo in second place. As they come towards the line, it's Alien Atom. Prince Bingo scraping the paint off the rails.
All right, we came out on top in the Bancroft Cup with Alien Atom. 16K gold into the bank. And we're now up to level 14, even though we can't train the horse any more than that. Oh, boy. Well, I guess I'm going to have to figure out something else to do. Back here at Parsons Valley, why don't we race some other races? And why don't we use a new horse? I could race Spring Rockfish, or I could race Bagel Burn.
Waiting for the start at Parsons Valley. Bagel Burn trying to beat the odds. Away they go. Firefly Bet is the pacemaker. Ambiguous Adjective taking the inside line. 800 to Gallop, it's Shocking Staircase. Crocus Cobble in second place. Bagel Burn, not in their ideal position. Musical Expert piloting the field. Shocking Staircase in second spot, putting in a strong bid with Vampire Gentleman. Bagel Burn seems to be in a good position. Golden Genius in 8th place, going hammer and tongs with Ambiguous Adjective. Pounding down the course, it's Vampire Gentleman, followed by Shocking Staircase. Bagel Burn, burning stamina. Bagel Burn piloting the field, closely followed by Shocking Staircase. Bagel Burn maintaining the prime spot. Vampire Gentleman in second position. 3 lengths away, it's Shocking Staircase. As they straighten for home, it's Bagel Burn, Musical Expert to the outside, neck and neck with Vampire Gentleman. Bagel Burn keeping the lead spot. Vampire Gentleman in second. On their back is Shocking Staircase.
All right, another win. 13,000 gold. Bagel Burn up to level 6. Whoa! Where did I get 100,000 gold from? I don't remember that happening. No complaints here. Let's train Bagel Burn up some more and see what he amounts up to. As a knob stripper. All right, next race. Back to the bread aisle.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Bagel Burn, hoping to prove the punters wrong. And they're off. And first away is Shuffled Skeleton. Right there is Trouble Tomato. 4 furlongs out, it's Secretary Success. Tussling with Superb Sweet. Next, it's Cuddly Creature. Vibrant Crown. Pressuring just behind. Crispy Chance in 8th. Stride for stride with Cockney Curse. Bagel Burn leading. Crispy Chance gaining momentum and flying through. Trouble Tomato with a brilliant turn of foot. Bagel Burn still in first place. Secretary Success picks up the bit. Vibrant Crown in third spot from Superb Sweet. Pounding down the course, it's Bagel Burn. Trouble Tomato in second spot. 1 length behind, it's Secretary Success. Head and head with Vibrant Crown. They set sail for home, it's Bagel Burn. Vibrant Crown is flashing home. Secretary Success has dropped from the sky. They straighten up for home and it's Bagel Burn. Secretary Success is storming home out deep.
All right, another 14K in the bank. Bagel Burn can now be trained up to level 7.
Excitement building here at Parsons Valley. Bagel Burn, not in with much of a chance. Gate Spring, not far away early is Commander Paradise. Minimum Creature, right up there with the leader. Commander Paradise, keeping the lead spot. Ruby's Category in second position. Then Bagel Burn, Triumphant Shimmer, moving forward. Ruby's Category at the head of affairs. Bagel Burn, getting eager, toe-to-toe with Minimum Creature. Commander Paradise is coming with a huge run. The race continues with Minimum Creature, Ruby's Category on the rails. A length away, it's Bagel Burn, closely followed by Prince Bingo. Ruby's Category striking the front. Bagel Burn eager to get in a better position. One length away, it's Minimum Creature. Minimum Creature at the head of affairs. On the inside, it's Ruby's Category from Bagel Burn. Plum passing is finishing at a rate of knots. At the top of the straight, it's Minimum Creature. Bagel Burn building up stamina for the final sprint.
All right, there it is, another first place at the Bancroft Cup. And another 16K in the bank. And we can now level up Bagel Burn to level 9. And we still got lots of money. So one more training level until he's maxed. For some reason, my computer keeps going to sleep on me with no warning whatsoever. I'm going to have to change something in the settings.
They're ready to go at Parsons Valley. Bagel Burn trying to surprise the field. Ready to rumble. Trick Titan runs the gate early. Superb Space is showing early speed. Trick Titan dictating the pace. Superb Space in second, doing battle with Stormy Smile. Academics Act beginning to make ground, just ahead of Button Bandit. Bagel Burn eager to get in a better position. Trick Titan still outrunning the rest. Academics Act with a magnificent run. Bagel Burn on the outside. Trick Titan in first position. Bagel Burn wants the front. Button Bandit next. A length behind, it's Stormy Smile. At the 500 marker, it's Button Bandit. Bagel Burn progressing, putting up a challenge to Stormy Smile. 400 out, and it's Bagel Burn. Trick Titan wants the front, followed by Superb Space, just in front of Stormy Smile. At the 300 meter mark, it's Bagel Burn. Superb Space gaining momentum and flying through. Button Bandit in third place. In the straight, it's Bagel Burn. Superb Space in second place. Bagel Burn showing the way.
All right, another win at East Monroe's 18, I think. K in the bank. That's probably going to all go straight into training. Our horse up. Still over 100,000 gold. And we're going to see the max potential of Bagel Burn. 77 speed, 77 sprint, 73 acceleration, 80 agility, 75 jumping. Probably really good at the cross-country stuff. Artisan Illusion, I think, is obsolete. Bagel Burn is better in just about every category. I think actually in every category. So, Artisan Illusion, you are being sold. At least I made some money.